Praveen, welcome to our show.
Hello, sir. It's my pleasure to be part of your show.
Today, I would like to discuss about TN politics, Tamil Nadu politics, and more so about BJP's strategy, right, for 2026. And my first question: do you think Annamalai is going to be back as Tamil Nadu president for BJP?
Yes, I do feel so because there's no reason why he should not come back because there's a lot of investment made in him, political investment, and there's a lot of political equity built around him over the past several years, and he's been in this role for like 3 years, and he's delivered results, especially considering the fact that how his party was when he took over. And I think the central leadership is happy with his performance as a state president. And in all likelihood, he should be coming back. I think they'll announce tomorrow, if I'm not wrong. I think we are in for some good news.
Okay, and considering, or let me ask you this question, right? Why Annamalai? Why not any other leader?
Well, they have tried many leaders in the past, right? I mean, with due respect to some of the past presidents, if you look at the results in terms of vote percentage, I think Annamalai has achieved what the others couldn't. Because when Annamalai was, when he was the state president, when he took over in 2021, vote share of BJP in the state was about 3 to 3.5%. That is something that they got in 2019. And then he's been able to grow his party from 3.5% to 12%, which is like 200% growth. And that's the highest so far. The BJP has never crossed double-digit vote share in the state, and he's been able to achieve it. And he made the party contest in the highest number of seats, highest ever, which is 90. Probably the first time BJP has led an alliance in the state. Mm-hmm. And these are phenomenal achievements that none of his predecessors could show on paper. So, if you ask me why Annamalai, I'll ask you back, why not Annamalai? Because he's had these credentials to show, and it's only going to grow because the momentum is there, and he's got a huge fan following, supporters on the ground, and it's only going to grow. With Annamalai becoming the face of BJP 2026, I think the vote percentage is going to increase and surge, and I think the momentum is there, and it's just it'll be judicious if BJP takes the right call.
But don't you think that there is constant bickering, right, within BJP, that they did not go in alliance with ADMK and they see Annamalai as the person who stopped the alliance?
Well, bickering is common in any national party. There are much more uglier stories of bickering in Congress as well. I mean, we've seen that for several decades, and it's a national party, and you have the central leader based in Delhi, and you have a state president, and the state president actually, is under the central leadership. So there will be bickering because it's a big party. The bigger the party, you'll have all these factions. So it's natural. I mean, as long as it doesn't get beyond control, it's fine. As far as the alliance is concerned, I think for 2024, it was Annamalai's vision to go alone and to show growth. And because of the 𝗓𝗵𝗀 𝗓𝗵𝗀𝗀, it was gaining a lot of traction on the ground. People started supporting him. People started going and meeting him in person, taking selfies with him. You saw a lot of women, trying to get a glimpse of him when he was doing the yatra. So when women, extend their support, that's a sort of a positive sign. And I think 2024 was all about showing that strength. And he grew his party, as I said, from 3 to 3.5% to almost 12%. And I think that was the objective of the strategy that he employed in 2024. But now I think the strategy could change in 2026 because he's already taken an oath, or probably he's probably promised himself that he's going to defeat DMK in 2026. So I think he'll probably devise the right strategies for 2026, because you can't have the same issues for different elections. So the issue for 2024 was different. He grew the party to 12%, and using that 12%, he could probably build a stronger alliance to take on DMK, which is sitting pretty right now.
But the million-dollar question, right, in everybody's mind is, will there be alliance again with ADMK for 2026, given the fact that the DMK alliance, right, is still united?
Well, to be frank, I think without an alliance, it will be very difficult to defeat DMK, any party for that matter, because the opposition is sort of fragmented. You have ADMK, sitting on 20% votes. You have BJP, which has about 12%. NDA put together is about 18%. So all these, and you have NTK, which has about 8%, and you'll also have Vijay joining the fray in 2026. So you'll have 4 opposition parties which are not united. So what happened in 2024 will repeat in 2026, where the anti-incumbency votes will be eaten by all these opposition fronts, and DMK will cruise through. So to prevent that, I think there should be a meaningful alliance, so that people have a formidable opposition that they can probably channelize their anger, towards, and vote for that alliance. And Annamalai already mentioned that we are in for a coalition government in 2026. So we could, if there is a hung assembly, we could have a post-poll arrangements between different parties, and we could have a coalition government that would have unseated DMK in 2026.
What are his immediate priorities? What are Annamalai's immediate priorities when he's back as president?
My gut feeling is that he's going to come back. So tomorrow, by tomorrow evening, we should be in for some celebration. I think he's going to come back. And the good thing is they have now elected district secretaries, right? Around 33 secretaries have been appointed. So all along, it was sort of a one-man show. It was Annamalai, and it was his charisma, it was his magnetic personality, and his hard work, his vision. He's had that thirst to succeed and things like that. So it was all about Annamalai till now. And now he's going to have a formidable team which has these secretaries. So it's a mix of youth and experience. So he's probably going to work with them closely and give them responsibilities to build their party in their respective districts and perhaps even constituencies. In 2024, BJP alliance pushed ADMK to the 3rd position in 11 Lok Sabha constituencies. On an average, a Lok Sabha constituency has about 5 to 6 state constituencies. 11 into 6 is like 66 state constituencies is where the BJP alliance pushed ADMK to 3rd position. So probably they'll have to concentrate on those pockets and build the party further, so that the momentum is there, and then people see that BJP is a force to reckon with. It's growing, and then they'll come for alliance and see if that alliance can materialize and defeat DMK. So I think the first priority is for him to work closely with these 33 elected secretaries, delegate work, and give proper guidance to them and things like that. So it's going to be a team effort moving forward.
Do you think Vijay's entry would pose a challenge for BJP or Annamalai?
No, Vijay, I still don't see him as a serious player. I still see him as a movie star. Even his politics has been like that of a movie star. He's never met the press even once, and he doesn't meet people. And he's just done 4 appearances so far. One was the first conference, 𝗚𝗵𝗀𝗀𝗀 book launch event, and then he met the governor, but again he didn't meet the press at that time. And today he went to Parandur and gave a staged, scripted, speech, and again he failed to meet the press. So a politician should be in the limelight. The politician should always occupy media space. Otherwise, people will forget you. Annamalai has been, making a lot of, political noise because, and that's why he's been, able to get so much visibility on the ground. So he's very serious about his politics, but Vijay seems to be reluctant, and for some reason he's hesitant to meet the press, and that is a very typical movie star's approach to life itself, because they fear getting overexposed. That will affect their market and things like that. But for a politician, he has to be there 24/7, and I don't see that in Vijay. So as of now, I don't see him as a serious player. And if his politics is the way it is till now, I think it will be very difficult for him to make a mark in Tamil Nadu politics. And gone are the days when a cinema star can just come and make a mark based on just fan base. You need to have ideology and bring it to the table, propose your ideology, and another person will counter propose an ideology, and then there should be debates and things like that. So I don't see such healthy politics from Vijay, at least till today.
And the related question, right? Seeman really seems to have taken off, with the Periyar issue and being in the forefront, right? Even on Parandur and all of those other local issues. What do you think, or how do you think his politics would end, right? Or be towards 2026?
Seeman's strength has always been the fact that he's been growing consistently. So he started with 1% in 2016. He got 3.8 in 2019, 6.7 in the next election, and then he got 8.2 in 2024. So he's been growing consistently, and that's his strength. And he's also under pressure to show that growth again in 2026. In case he breaches the 10% mark, then that will be a victory of sort for him. But if he loses votes, and from 8.2, if he goes to say 6% or 5%, then I think people will start losing confidence in him, and he'll become a marginal player. So everything boils down to whether he's going to show growth again in 2026 or not, and also the fact that none of the opposition parties are contesting in Erode East by-election gives him the opportunity to show some growth in votes. He got about 11,000 or 12,000 votes during the last by-election. If he can poll about 20 or 25,000 this time, then that will be a good performance from his party. And this Periyar thing has actually given him a lot of mileage, political mileage, because all the people who would have voted for BJP had BJP contested would not be averse to voting for Seeman because of the Periyar issue. Periyar is, is a polarizing figure. So all the people who don't like him may vote for Seeman. So that is another positive thing about him going into this election.
That's an interesting point, right? That if Annamalai is not back, or if BJP is not performing on par with public's perception, then those votes might shift to Seeman.
And he's been playing his cards pretty well, because he every day is getting more aggressive on Periyar, because he knows that he'll get the opposition votes. He may not get much of the ADMK votes, because ADMK is wishy-washy on Periyar. But he may get a bit of the nationalistic-minded votes and the BJP votes. And Annamalai also has supported Seeman on the Periyar issue. I don't see a reason why Annamalai supporters, BJP supporters, they may back him, depending on what percentage of those voters are there in that constituency.
Got it. Yeah. So we will keep talking. So thanks for joining us. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Pleasure is mine.